RV Dream, radio for RVers and those who dream about it.
This is RV Dream New Radio. We're in King City, staying at San Lorenzo RV Park and enjoying ourselves in this town that we knew very little about, even though we passed through it a million times. And we are honored today to have the mayor of King City, Rob Cullen. How are things in King City, Mr. Mayor?
You know, I'll start off by saying things are a lot better now than they were a couple years ago. We've certainly had our issues related to crime and things, and things are going really well. I will say that we made a lot of improvements, and it's a different town than it was just a short few years ago.
A couple of years ago. You have a new police chief and new city manager and so on, you were telling me?
Yep, we have a new city manager, new police chief, some new businesses in town, a great restaurant that opened, gosh, it's a year ago, but the Cork and Plow that does some really great food focused on local ingredients. So we have a lot of neat things going on in King City right now.
I couldn't find a Mexican restaurant anywhere. Was I looking at the wrong spot?
I love to say we've got the best Mexican food outside of Mexico, and might even be better than some of the food in Mexico. I don't know, but yeah, we have got some really good.
At least a dozen, maybe, huh? Dozen Mexican restaurants.
And you know you're in a town that has good Mexican when you talk to people and you say you want Mexican, and they say, well, do you want tacos? Because if you want the best tacos, go here. If you want the best burritos, go here. If you want the best such and such, go there. So it's we've certainly got our good choices here.
The answer we got from some local was, it's all good. It's all delicious. Yeah. There are no bad Mexican restaurants here at the same time.
Yep.
Well, tell people out there that are maybe considering, first of all, let's get past that part of it, which is when you stay at San Lorenzo RV Park, you know, you're safe. You've got plenty of security. You've got highway patrol here. I know because they stopped me one day and claimed I was going too fast as I was coming through here. But you've got plenty of security. It is a very secure town.
Oh, it is. And I'm a runner. I love to run. And San Lorenzo Park is one of the areas that I love to run in. It's just an absolutely beautiful park to run in. And you know, the aspect of feeling safe, I feel completely safe in this town. I live in town, I have a business in town, I have a family, a 6-year-old. We go for walks and bike rides and runs and all of that. So I know if people Google the news and they read stuff from a couple years ago, yeah, it might scare them off, but I always tell people, come here, come see for yourself. And I get so many wonderful compliments from people that are here visiting, that people really enjoy their time here.
What are, if somebody comes in and you go, okay, here's what we're going to do, what are the top 5 things that you would tell people they should do when they're in King City?
I'll say this, we are absolutely blessed in a town of 12,000 people to have the amenities that we have. Certainly it starts with San Lorenzo Park, an absolute jewel in our community, but other things
it's not just an RV park either. It's people have picnics and all that. Absolutely. A lot of things going on there.
There's playgrounds there. It's the home of the Monterey County Ag and Rural Life Museum with an absolutely fantastic display on the history of farming and irrigation within the Salinas Valley. But beyond that, then we have a 9-hole golf course. So what town of 12,000 people has a 9-hole golf course? We have a pool complex with multiple kid and adult pools. We have a racquetball court. We have the fairgrounds, which has activities throughout the year. We have a movie theater. Another thing, of a town of 12,000 people, not many places have a movie theater. For those people that have their pilot licenses, we have an airport, and it's regularly used for people practicing. They do their fly-in, fly-out. There's so many things that this town has to offer.
And also, it's known for its hospital.
Yeah, so we are, our hospital, it's a 500-employee hospital, and we're the nearest hospital. You have to go 50 miles in either direction. So it's one of the amenities that we have with the hospital there. And then our school district, of course, we've got absolutely great schools. my daughters had just graduated from first grade, going into second grade.
Congratulations.
We just have been blessed with her having such wonderful teachers. It's just a wonderful community.
That's great. And then you have around the area, you have some attractions like Pinnacles.
Yeah, so a short distance away, when I have family or friends visiting, the couple of things that I'll take them out of town are Pinnacles National Park.
How far away is that?
It takes about 35 minutes to get there, and we're one of 3 towns that are very close to it. Great hiking. It's also where they release the California condors, an endangered species, and I've been out there and seen the condors fly. Just wonderful creatures and just absolutely amazing. There's one mountaintop that you can climb, and sometimes they'll be catching the wind off of that. Their wingspan can be between 10 and 12 feet. And I one time was hiking up there, and one just swooped over, and it was one
Wow.
of those, felt like it was close enough to touch.
That's
Just
great.
Beautiful creatures. Beyond that, we have the Monterey Wine Trail. So we've got some fantastic wineries with some great tasting rooms in our backyard. So for those wine lovers, we've got that as well. So a lot of things to do.
And San Antonio, the Mission is not far from here.
Yep, have the Mission about 35 minutes away as well. And that gets a lot of school groups, of course, that go, and other visitors. They actually have rooms that you can rent there, and it's a great place to go.
So wine has become such a big thing in the Central California area. Same thing here too, huh?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing over the years, all the vineyards that have come in, and just a short drive away, there's the River Road where you can do there's the wine trail there, and you can spend a day or a weekend visiting the various tasting rooms and trying out the wine. And I'll tell you, the wine that they produce is just absolutely amazing. Everyone knows Napa wine, but what a lot of people don't know is with the labeling rules, a lot of the Napa wine, they actually use grapes from Monterey County.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Monterey County produces some absolutely fantastic grapes, especially Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and a few others. And during harvest season, you will regularly see trucks going from King City area up to Napa, and it's our grapes that are going into the Napa wines. And as long as they don't do a certain threshold of Monterey County
Percentages,
grapes,
right.
percentages, they can still use the Napa wine.
Well, you mentioned Scheid a while ago. That's very close. You said you were at a wine tasting event just last night.
Scheid Vineyards, it's less than 10 minutes away, one of my favorite local wines. And then as you get onto River Road, then there's a number of just absolutely fantastic wineries.
So you could stay at San Lorenzo and just very quickly be in the wine tasting world here too.
Yep, and many people do that.
So we met a couple of days ago because there was a big, long line at the farmer's market. Tell us about the farmer's market and tell us why you were standing in that line.
So one of our nicknames for the Salinas Valley is the salad basket of the world, because if you travel anywhere and you buy a salad, it could be that most of those ingredients came from the Salinas Valley.
Right.
And my wife and I in 2010, we had been talking for the past year or so about how with our town, with everything growing around us, we have no farmer's market. So in 2010, the two of us, with a lot of help from volunteers, we started the farmer's market. It is run by the Chamber of Commerce. It's every Wednesday from 4 to 7 p.m. from May through October. And it's a great event for a few reasons. One is it features some locally grown products, but also we have some fantastic food vendors. One of my favorites is the baked potatoes. You get these baked potatoes.
That was the line. That was the line.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this Wednesday when I got in that line, I think there was about 25 or 30 people in line waiting for a baked potato, and that's pretty typical. So him and a number of other vendors that do some great food. So I can go and get my local produce. There's a guy that does dried fruit and nuts, so I can pick up some snacks, and then I can pick up some dinner as well. Strawberries that come from Castroville and Salinas area, some fantastic strawberries as well, and this is making me hungry talking about it.
Don't forget the plums, boy. We got some plums, and they're delicious,
Yeah.
really good.
What makes the potatoes so fantastic?
you know, you just got to come and experience it, I guess. The baked potatoes are just so good. They put the cheese and bacon, so everything tastes better with bacon, and jalapenos, and I don't know. They're just delicious.
You get that small town feel here.
Yeah, a lot of friendly people, and I'm not born and raised here, but when I go for my runs in the morning, I feel like I should be running like this, because it's every other car or every third car, I know the person, and they're either waving or honking to me. So it's a very friendly town.
Very easy to be here. Well, great. Well, it's so nice to meet you, Rob. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us on RV Dream New Radio. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.